Alright guys, I just want to let you know that this game does contain violence, gore, and mature themes, so unless you're over the age of 18, please do not watch this video. Thank you.
Welcome to Bloody Painter Dating Sim. Let's get started. Ugh. With a severe headache, you wake up in an unfamiliar place. Some pretty good pasta though. As you touch the bruise on the back of your head, it seems you were hit by something heavy before you lost consciousness. A heavy iron chain tied around your feet. Someone has trapped you here. You try to remember what happened before you lost consciousness, but you can't recall anything. Let's investigate the surroundings first. That's a pretty calm protagonist. Usually, what I see is people start freaking out and losing their minds. At least in the movies. Wall, cell phone, mattress, meal, door. If I was actually here, what would I do first? Probably the phone. No signal. I might be in a remote place or underground. Where to investigate next? Wall. The room is surrounded by 4 walls without any windows. It's weirdly cleaned up, and no ashes or sand can be seen. Bunker? Door's giving me bunker vibes. Looks like a prison built by a germaphobe. I like how judgmental she is. Where to investigate next? Mattress. Looks like a pretty clean mattress. There's a mattress on the floor. The mattress feels really hard to lie on. Where to investigate next? Meal. Near the door, there's a serving of spaghetti with tomato sauce and a bottle of water. Also, a round plastic fork that's completely harmless was thoughtfully attached. It's still warm. It feels like it was sent here not long ago. Where to investigate next? Door. You peek through the keyhole, but you see nothing outside. I wonder where I am. Nothing left to investigate. What's the next move? Wasting no time. Well, the meal's creepy. Yelling's not gonna do anything. Because no one's gonna hear you because it's a bunker, most likely, right? So I guess just listen. You can't hear any sound other than your own breathing. The soundproofing in this room seems particularly good. I wouldn't knock it over unless there's something under the tray, which, like, doubtful, because it's from your presumed kidnapper. Or just sleep. I don't want to piss off whoever kidnapped me, so I'm like, what if they get mad with the meal? Let's just sleep. Hopefully I don't regret this. You lay on the bed. You try to sleep under this condition. Yeah, no blanket or pillow. Maybe it's the fatigue caused by nervousness, but you still fall asleep. Uh, you open your eyes after hearing some noises. Oh, it's pleasant. A tall man wearing a mask is squatting on the ground and looking at you with his head tilted, and he's like sand. He remains silent, as if he's sizing up his prey. He points to the plate on the floor, like indicating that you should finish your meal quickly. I like how they said finish as if we touched it in the first place. Thinking that the strange man might have poisoned the meal, you shake your head and in fear. Oh? Seeing you have no intention of eating, he looks quite distressed.
You can't die. Not now.
Alright. He slowly speaks with a deep, steady voice.
The freezer is full.
Okay. Baby, you don't want to know what that means. Okay. What does that mean?
The freezer is full, and there's no space for more. 7 days.
Alright then. He pauses and thinks.
There won't be space until 7 days later.
Because he's eating it, or is he having a party? I don't really understand.
If you die now, you'll rot.
Great. There's probably some freaking marinade in the spaghetti. It'll marinate us from the inside out. What do you mean? So I only have 7 days left to live? Also, that's what I like about Japanese games. They seem to have, like, smarter protagonists, or at least they seem to, like, take themselves more seriously, both the protagonists and the games themselves. I'm not speaking for every game, of course, but just something I noticed. He nods and walks out of the door. Wait, you can't just leave me here like this, please. Your cries can't stop the door from closing. Oh no. Day 1 night. Now it's a croissant. I don't think it... Oh, no. Door. You peek outside from the keyhole. You see the shadow of the man walking around. He seems to be busy with something. What is he doing? Well, nothing happened when we didn't eat it. He just said, "You'll die." So, part of me's like, should we piss him off and not eat it all and die that way? Or do we eat the food? Because it's like, I know some people, right, like when they're getting ready to slaughter an animal, they'll feed it a certain diet. So it tastes a certain way, you know, or it affects the quality of the meat. So I'm like, is he giving us spaghetti because it seems like less likely that he did something? Like, does it matter what kind of food it is? A bread and a bottle of water. So are you allowed to eat it or no? You're not even allowed to eat it anymore? I don't think it matters clicking it. You can't even look at the walls anymore. I wonder if I locked myself into that path by not eating the first day. Well, nothing else to be done. Please try to improve your survival rate within 7 days. Oh. Day 2 morning. No food. What in the... Is there something I'm missing? Like, some aspect? Empty plate. You check the keyhole. Oh. You seem to see something. Is that a guy in a Teletubby costume? You see there's a vague figure at the end of the door. Like, it looks like a human dude. And then, like, some kind of clown or, like, the Jack-in-the-Box mascot. Why would I yell for help? It's probably... I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too logically, or maybe I'm deluding myself into thinking I'm logical. Let's just play the passive route. If I die, I die. You sense something wrong and realize what that is after narrowing your eyes. Oh, that's nice. That's an artwork made of the human body, not a human being. Oh. Ah! That would be creepy. You hear the door open. Ooh, I gained his trust, possibly? Question mark? Maybe we can manipulate him into letting us go. Or we'll become killers too. You hear the door open. You slowly push the door. There's no trace of the strange man. First, you go into a room with a large freezer, sink, an operating table. Then you open another heavy door. You find yourself in a room full of glass display jars. The jars are all filled with specimens made from human body parts. It's like you're in an art museum. Could it be that he wanted to freeze me as material for specimen artwork? I wonder what's behind the painting, though. You're thinking. You seeing this scene. Let's admire it. Maybe we can, boost his ego. You look around and admire his work with relish. Okay, Will. You look at them for 15 minutes straight. Dang, girl.
Interesting.
You hear a voice coming from the corner. Turns out the man has been watching you from a blind spot behind the glass cabinet. I like them. They're so beautiful. The man goes silent with his head tilted for a couple of seconds. After hearing your comment, he seems to be thinking about something.
Don't you consider it cruel or bloodthirsty to them?
No, I feel nothing at all. So edgy.
You're such a weirdo.
What? You think, aren't you talking about yourself? After you have a tour in his display room, he locks you back in the small room you were in. Yeah, but it won't end there. I just have a feeling. You go to sleep to end the day. Your survival rate increases. Alright.
Alright, guys. We are back where we left off, which was day 3. Until noon, you don't see breakfast or lunch being delivered. You're already starving. I wonder if she's gonna break. You're waiting for him to bring dinner, but what you get is not dinner. Oh. Instead, you hear the door was open. Okay, I see where this is going. A light shines through the crack of the half-open door, looking like an intriguing invitation, and suddenly I've turned into Dexter's internal monologue. You open the door and walk into the light to be reborn. You first arrive at the room with an operating table outside the door. But this time the operating table is not empty. There's a defrosted human corpse on it. Just what I wanted for Christmas. How did you know? The man pops out of somewhere, breaking the laws of physics and time and space. Impressive. He unties the iron chains from your feet and hands the surgical knife in his hand to you. You don't need to go to medical school and do your residency because he will teach you for free.
First, where do you think the first cut should be?
Okay. Please don't lose. His voice tone sounds cold, like the kind of teacher who gives students hard questions on purpose. Is that the only hard thing I'm getting? He's probably really strong. Skinny dudes always look like they're way stronger than they look. Can't do it. Slice your neck. Stab the corpse. Stab, stab. Maybe beautiful works always come with some sacrifices. Oh man, I wish I didn't play Homicipher so I could show you guys the MC from that game, because they kind of give me this MC vibes a little bit. Without hesitation, you stab the abdomen of the corpse with a knife. But due to the lack of professionalism, the lines you cut are crooked and ugly. And this is when he gets... Okay, a little graceful hand-holding going on. He gets close behind your back and holds your hand. Okay. It's getting a little chilly in here. In this romance. You're both holding the surgical knife like you two are cutting a wedding cake together. With his hand, I take you to be my lawfully wedded wife. With his hand, the lines you cut become smooth and clean. Her clothes are kind of clean, now I think about it. Oh, that's not terrifying at all. The way he's looking. You can smell an ocean perfume on him. I like ocean smells. Due to how close you are, it seems to be, sprayed to cover up the smell of formalin. You can feel his warmth with your back, but his fingers are cold, just like his heart. He's focusing on cutting the corpse, and your hand keeps moving under his lead. He could have killed you or ignored you, but he didn't, because you're special. You're not like the other girls, because you got kidnapped. You start to speculate on the purpose of his behaviors. Could it be that he wants someone who can ignore the cruelty and process and save him? Fix him? Understand him? You think? After the happy creative time ends, you're locked in the room you were in. You go to sleep to end the day, but someone opens the door and crawls in next to you. Ooh la la. Day 4, noon. It's giving me Catherine vibes. I don't know why I keep mentioning every other freaking game I've ever seen, but until noon, you don't see breakfast or lunch being delivered. Wow, he's going to starve you. You're already starving. Yeah, because you are eating yourself now. Oh, you notice that something's shining at the corner. Oh, a key. I don't have a good feeling about this. It seems like there is no way that was an accident. It seems like the man accidentally dropped it last night. You open the door with the key. You go past the operating table where you two spent creative time together last night, and some behind-the-scenes action happened which the developer did not include. The display room. Then you discover there are unnatural, uneven marks from one wall to the corner. You find a trapdoor. What? Like above or below? After pushing the trapdoor, you see a normal basement storage room. At the corner of the storage room, you see a stair that goes up. Okay, so like I said, bunker. Kind of. It turns out this is really an underground secret room. Underneath his parents' basement. Hidden layer by layer with trapdoor. No wonder the sound insulation is so good. I was thinking the same thing. It's like when Paco found... Spoiler for You, Season 1. When Paco left Beck there. That was ice cold. That's why I don't trust little children. You walk up the stairs and see a heavy wooden board. You push it hard. What catches your eye is the interior of a cozy cabin. Wow, that's kind of self-centered. How much you want to bet people who come over probably think that it's just like interpretive art that's like not even real, but is it a painting? I'm thinking it's like a photograph. He does not take very good care of his plants. Excuse me. What catches your eye is the interior of a cozy cabin. Then you realize the heavy wooden board you just pushed is the back of his bookcase. You look around and find there are insect specimens everywhere in the cabin, and there's also a reindeer head specimen hanging on the wall. So he's a serial killer and a Republican. Then you walk into the living room. Oh. Hello, Twink. You see a young man with a handsome face and pale skin lying on the sofa. He's so tortured. The ocean-scented perfume and the faint smell of... Okay, dumb thing. I was thinking, did they misspell it, or is it formaldehyde? Am I just, like, clueless that there's, like, some chemical I don't know about? I mean, I don't really specialize in serial killerings, so I wouldn't know. The ocean-scented perfume and the faint smell of formalin emanates from his body. It's him. He's the masked man who kidnapped you, but he's not wearing a mask at this time. That's what the point of the mask is. His sleeping face has a ferocious expression. His neck is sweating and he seems to be trembling. Looks like he's sick, probably because he's wearing a v-neck. At this time, you decide to slit his throat. Oh my god, we're so special. Stay and take care of him. Or escape. What if he's just like faking it? Wait, okay, no, I can save. Okay. Because I did not make any other saves. I'm used to, like, pressing right mouse to, like, save. We'll stay, because we're different, and we get him. You can't bear to leave him alone, so you reach out and touch his forehead. Mommy? What? Whoa, so hot. Girl, I agree. You try to find something that can cool him down. Let's investigate. Oh. Cool him down. Kitchen, right? If he's normal, has a fridge, maybe a freezer with some ice. The kitchen is spotlessly clean, like a serial killer. Fridge, right? There are some ice cubes in it. These can cool down his body temperature. Cabinet. You find some clean towels in the kitchen cabinet. Oh yeah, it's his little jacket. I can soak a towel in ice water and place it on the patient's forehead. When did he become a patient? Ma'am, okay. Stockholm is Stockholming. Place it on the patient's forehead to cool him down. Why would I think again? Yes. Living room. The living room is spotlessly clean. Where to investigate next? Oh, wow, that's a lot. I'm a little worried that if we investigate this, we're gonna wake him up, but check out the photo frame. There's a photo frame on the shelf. It's a photo of him standing at the entrance of a judicial mental hospital with a man in— Oh. So... I'm not gonna make any wild conclusions. It's a photo of him standing at the entrance of the judicial mental hospital with a man in a doctor's robe. It's also yellow, and that's also yellow. Where to investigate next? Bookcase. You find some of his profile files in the bookcase. Name, Helen Otis. Gender, male. Birthday, October 1st, 1980. One sec. Okay, that doesn't do anything, I guess. Specimens. It feels like he did them all. So he's like a what? A Scorpio or a Libra? The workmanship of these specimens is exquisite. Bookcase. You find some of his profile files in the bookcase. Oh, I already did that. My bad. Shelf. Whoa, cocoa powder. There's a jar of cocoa powder and a cup on it. Let's make him a cup of cocoa. Aren't you just the sweetest thing? I want to know about that locked box. I am nosy. There's a box with a combo lock on the shelf. Is it his birthday? Was it October 31st, 1980? October 31st, 1980. Oh, fuck. Oh, excuse me. Excuse my language. I hope it doesn't lock me out. Wait. October 31st. Okay, then. Did I get that wrong? Let me check that again real quick. Oh. Okay, I went a little fast. Oh, my bad. October 1st, 1980. Let's try that again. October 1st. October 1st, 1980. October 1st. Hey, there we go. There is a note in the box that says... damn it, I'm gonna have to copy that down. Oh. Sometimes I hate technology. I was literally about to sing its praises because I could just take a picture instead of writing it down, but then you get emails about maintenance and all this other stuff you gotta do in the 21st century, and yeah, first world problems, I guess. I wonder what it means. The living room is spotlessly clean. We did the photo frame. We did all of these. We did the specimen. Sofa. You don't think it's good for a patient to sleep on the sofa? Are we gonna start experimenting on him? But you can't move him with your strength. The man. His expression is ferocious. He seems to be in pain. He's still having a fever. And the investigation. Yes. I think we did everything in the kitchen. Just gonna double check. Cabinet. Yeah, that was all of it. Yep. You return to the living room, wring out the excess water from a towel soaked in ice water and place it on his forehead. Aww. His ferocious expression gradually softened. So, is he, like, escaped from a mental hospital? Like, I would assume he's a recovered patient because the way the doctor took a picture with him. Why would you take a picture with a patient who's actively receiving treatment, right? At least that's the way my line of logic goes. You once again notice his fair skin and long eyelashes, and his slightly curly black hair. If you don't say he's a murderer, his sleeping face looks very harmless now. And appearances can be deceiving. After a while... Oh! He's just as surprised to see us as we were to see him. He wakes up to the scent of your brewing cocoa and sits up on the couch. I like that shirt. He looks a little shocked. Oh. I want to know who his brow lady is. He looks around quickly and seems to understand what's going on.
Why are you doing this?
I want to ask myself that too.
You saw me faint and didn't choose to run away.
So he fainted.
You're such a weirdo.
That's like his trademark. Is there anyone weirder than you in this house? Fair point. You can't help but bitch about him. Girl, me too. You seem to see the corners of his mouth rising slightly for a few seconds. Aw, I didn't even notice he was smiling. And the atmosphere between you relaxes. He doesn't drink the cocoa you brewed for him. He thinks it's poisoned. Oh, yep. I keep not reading ahead, but somehow, yeah. It seems he's still a little wary of you. Can you tell me who you are?
Bloody Painter. That's the name they gave me for my modus operandi.
So, was he put in a hospital because he killed people? Or did he start killing after he was in the hospital?
If you find it difficult to pronounce, you can call me BP.
Even though what he told you was just a nickname, at least you know how to call him now. We also saw his name though, but okay, maybe they're just being nice. After the brief conversation on the sofa... can't breathe, sorry. He does not lock you back in the underground secret room. Perhaps staying to take care of him when he fell ill was enough to prove he won't run away. You get up from the sofa and continue to look at the specimen decorations in the living room. He sits on the sofa, crosses his legs, picks up a book and starts reading.
By the way, you better not try to escape. There are traps all around the cabin, and only I know how to get in and out safely.
So I guess it was a good thing we didn't try and leave. I guess being delusional and trying to fix him worked for now. You sit on the sofa. Soon a wave of sleepiness comes over you. Today you fall asleep on the sofa in the living room, not in the cold underground secret room. Your survival rate increases. Oh yeah, it's not even like over yet. This is like day 4. I'm really curious to see what happens now. Day 5, morning. You see him busy cleaning in and out of the house early in the morning. I'll come help too. After finishing speaking, you pick up the rag and bucket and join the cleaning. But you can't really see where this almost spotless house needs to be cleaned. You're just taking a clean wet rag and wiping it on the clean cabinet. Do you usually love cleaning this much? Are you Levi in another life?
It would soon be covered with a layer of dust.
It must be clean like this 1 or 2 times a week. Although he doesn't talk much, his tone and voice give you a gentle feeling and don't make you nervous. You climb up the short ladder, that's such a Minecraft ladder sound, and wipe the high cabinets with a rag. Ew. Suddenly a cockroach crawls out from the crack in the cabinet and you're gonna fall down and fall into his arms. You're so frightened that you lose your balance and fall backwards. You close your eyes, but what you get is not the pain of falling to the ground, but a warm feeling. Okay. Cute CG. You open your eyes and find that he's holding you like you're a princess. He catches you with the same old, cold expression on his face.
Are you alright?
Aww. Perhaps to resolve the awkwardness, he asks. I'm alright, it was just a cockroach. Oh. Hearing the word cockroach, he puts you down. Oh, he probably thinks you're dirty now, I guess. He takes 2 steps back from the cabinet you just wiped and then says calmly,
Don't come near here yet.
oh. I swear, if he's like so personally offended on our behalf that the cockroach even dared to exist in the same space with us and he's gonna like exterminate it, like I don't know how to describe it, but
It's dangerous.
oh. I should have mentioned, she said why before that. Oh. You can't help but chuckle at the thought of a murderer being afraid of cockroaches, but can you blame him? They're disgusting. Ugh. You get that like creepy crawly feeling when you look at them. Fine, whatever you say. The interaction just now makes you feel a little warmth from this cold murderer. But that night, his heart grew 3 times bigger. At least you see more of his reactions and expressions. This is the rare relaxation you felt in these tense days. What is this, day 5? 4 or 5? He could have let you fall off the ladder, but he rushed over to catch you. Somehow you feel that after these few days... Oh my god, that's reminding me of... I tried to play these games, they just weren't for me, but... What were they called? I forget the name, but there's a game where... Let me just not. Somehow, you feel that after these few days of getting along, maybe now you both have different ideas about each other than you originally had. It was only a clear relationship between a murderer who wanted to hunt and a prey who was trying to escape. But now it has an extra layer of friendship, causing the interaction between you to have an indescribable sense of dissonance. That's a sentence. Just when you pick up the old... Oh. This is gonna get interesting. He's probably gonna kill him, but just when you pick up the old newspaper and prepare to wipe the windows, you find a police car parked on the road in the distance. 2... Oh, shit. Shit's about to go down. 2 police officers get out of the car and keep looking towards the cabin. At some point, BP is already looking out the window with you.
Wait for a second.
Ooh. He's like, this mine. And then he walks out of the door to talk to the police officers. She's like, help, help. And then, of course, they get murdered just like the movies. And then he gets mad and he cuts off her leg and you know the end of the story.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Are you Mr. Otis?
Yes, I am.
Oh, he's getting sassy. Have you ever seen these people around here? The police officer takes out some photos from his pocket. I mean, Helen, I thought we had something special. You're telling me there were other people before me?
Have these people committed a crime and are running away?
No, these people are the missing people around this area.
I haven't seen them before, but wolves and bears often appear around here.
Can we check out your cabin? Do you have a
Yes,
warrant?
Come in.
Oh. Okay. BP behaves very kindly and politely. And he's also a white man, so probably nothing's gonna happen, even if he... Let me just stop myself. Let me stop. After speaking, he leads the way for the police officers.
Please, follow my footsteps. I placed some traps near the cabin to protect against wild wolves and bears.
Ooh.
You don't want to step on them.
I swear if we find out how to avoid him just because the cops, that'd be great. The police officers enter the house and see you. Hello, this is my girlfriend, of course. Or boyfriend, whatever I feel like being.
An old friend who came to visit me recently.
You greet the police officers with a smile and nod. Okay, so you have some self-preservation, that's good. At the same time, a police officer quickly, please don't say anything to us. A police officer, like, I'm really enjoying this, like, stay away from society, and actually I might just, like, enjoy never coming back. Like, don't miss me. Don't tell my family you found me. I won't be, I will be missed, but I won't miss. Anyway, at the same time, a police officer quickly looks through the missing person's photos in his hand. Then he puts the photo back into his pocket. It seems your disappearance has not been discovered by anyone yet. Wow, you guys care so much. You stand next to the bookcase, blocking the entrance to the secret room. You just fall backwards like, whoops. Anyway. After searching around, the police find nothing unusual and leave. His trust in you increases. Why did it increase? Like, oh, you know what? It's probably one of those things where if you hadn't taken care of him, like you tried to escape, and the cops came, you would have tried to say something and he would have, like, slit their throats. Today, you still sleep on the couch in the living room instead of in the cold basement. Just like I said, if you had tried to leave, you'd be sleeping in the basement again. Half asleep, you hear the sound of someone approaching. Oh? When you notice it, the person seems to be very close to you. You pretend to be asleep. I would do that too. And the person just looks at your sleeping face quietly. The man stretches out his hand and takes it back just as he's, about to touch your hair. But I can see through my eyelids, so I see you, Otis. I see you, Helen. Excuse me. It's so messy and disgusting. It's the color of cockroaches. He's such a tsundere. He turns around and leaves. Day 6 morning. Oh, that was fast. They didn't even let me click on it to advance it. That did it by itself. You see him busy in the kitchen for a while, being a good little house husband. As he should. Then breakfast is served in front of you. Okay. It's a fat-ass piece of toast. There's a piece of toast with just the right crispiness on the large round plate, a poached egg on top of the toast, and some lettuce salad. I will probably skip on the salad, but I appreciate the rest of it. The plating looks delicious. The drink is a cup of freshly brewed hot cocoa. Coffee would be better, but I will accept. The cutlery he gives you is a round plastic fork with no offensive features. Wow, so you don't trust us that much. Dude, I could just hit you over the head with, like, the freaking kettle. Or that pitcher, whatever it is. They both look metal, you know? Or just take your head and put it in them. Anyway. You sit at the dining table and start eating, while he sits on the chair opposite you and flips through a book. It's still snowing outside. Ooh, I could just, like, imagine that. That'd be so nice. Except the whole part where you're stuck with a serial killer and... Anyway. And listening to the sound of the squeaking sound of the fireplace, the atmosphere in the cabin is particularly comfortable. As long as you ignore the fact, like I just said, that you're in the same room with the murderer who kidnapped you, everything's really relaxing. I wonder what that note says. You look at him, who's full of mysteries, and some questions arise in your mind. And you decide to... Ooh. Why would you ask loudly? He's very quiet. Anyway, you gotta watch people's, like, psychology. It'd be observational. Ask loudly, ask carefully. Can I ask you a question?
What is it?
Oh. That's crazy. What work are you gonna use me for? Just absolutely full send. Pick up the book next to you and read it. What book do you usually read? About potted plants. So I'd assume he usually reads the book that's next to us. Why? Oh my god. I'm trying to think. What's the right approach? Because he's, like, straightforward but not. He's subtle but not. Like, he already started the entire episode or escapade, whatever, with you in the room, the full meal. I don't know if it's, like, what that's supposed to represent, or I'm thinking too deeply into it, but, like, as time went on, he stopped offering you food. But now, he literally cooked a full breakfast for you. So it's almost like he was taunting you and testing you, and he tested you less and less over time, which ironically, it's like you could almost see it as like a symbolic thing of how constricted you were, and that constriction was lessening with the food. And now that you're like, he's trusting you more, he's giving you more, which is food. So it's like you oppose the metaphor. But the type of person he is, putting things in front of you, and now that we're able to take more of an offensive approach instead of being passive and responding, what approach should we take? I feel like it should be hesitant, like careful, but I feel like what work you're going to use me for is too on the nose. Maybe, what book do you usually read?
Usually, I would read some anatomy and taxidermy books, but today is different.
Okay. What are you reading today?
The Truman Show.
I didn't know that was a book, but that's a great movie. What's the book like?
The whole world that the protagonist lives in, including himself, is all just someone's creation.
Is that what this is supposed to be about? Okay.
Everything that happens is watched by the audience, and there is no privacy at all.
Okay, so fourth wall a little bit. All right.
But he is completely unaware that he is in such a large theater. Very ridiculous, right? I can't imagine this to happen in reality, or to me.
They're basically slapping us in the face with the fourth wall break at this point, but...
If our world was like the Truman Show, how would the audience view the current situation?
That's a good question. How do you guys view it? Must be excited. Oh, I can't save. Must be unforgivable. Must be excited. Let's be delusional.
Excited? Why?
Why? Okay, Gorillas. Oh my god, what? What is this? They may be attracted by your charm and want to be killed by you, but that's actually like factual. Like there are probably people right now who are on Twitter asking this man to step on them and just completely turn them into a structure from Hannibal. Oh. The disturber becomes a disturbed. He looks so...
Incomprehensible.
Oh my god, he looks like embarrassed, but also like pissed.
But what a bunch of weirdos with good taste.
Oh my god. Alright, well at least he has a healthy sense of self-esteem, I guess. It's hard to tell from his poker face whether he's seriously boasting or joking. Why not both? Alright, I already asked that, so I guess it doesn't matter. Pick up the book next to you and read it. Just like ignore him. No talking, just I'm reading, don't talk to me. You pick up the book next to you and start flipping through. It's a book about the possibility of having a completely opposite version of yourself in a parallel world. Oh my god. The way I would just info dump on you guys if I was not trying to just finish this game and not get sidetracked by like a million different things. If there's a complete opposite version of you, what do you think it would be like?
Oh, that book. Let me think. Probably a guy wearing a burgundy coat and always having a smile on his face.
That's so funny and cute. He just like went immediate opposites. And not like being named Helena or something. Why is it a burgundy coat?
Because I like blue. If he is the opposite of me, he should like red, right?
Fair point. Maybe he actually saves people instead of killing them, but I think that's probably too much of a logical jump for him. About potted plants. I saw many potted plants on the shelves in the living room, but why were they all withered?
I have tried my best. I don't know why they always die.
There's some kind of metaphor there, but I'm not really going to try and dissect it right now. What work are you going to use me for? You ask bravely. He looks up at you for a moment.
I was going to make you into some kind of doll at first.
Well, that's cute.
Your eyes are beautiful, but if they are left alone, they'll become rotten and sunken.
So I guess he doesn't like old people, or... I'm really not sure.
So I would like to dig your eyes out and put them in a glass jar and soak them in formalin to preserve them.
I'm touched, truly.
Glass beads will be placed in the empty eye sockets to replace the eyes. You look very pleasing to the eye, so I would also like to keep the head intact.
Oh no, but the other body parts are fine to use at your discretion if you catch. Yeah. All right. Stop. This is terrible. Well, it's like, hey, I want to die. Hey, I want to live. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Oh, he's smiling. What could be sweeter than the smile of a killer? Why did he see it first? Has his mind changed? Girl, my mind is like warped because when did he see? Oh, okay, yeah. At first, he wanted to make you into a doll, and now, like, he's fine with you just being like a personal use doll, aka like a robot. Anyway, let me just stop. What did he see at first? Has his mind changed? You're curious, but you don't have the guts to ask any further. Because if you do, you may not have any guts anymore. Alright, that's it. End conversation. Yes. Day 6, noon. Interesting, because it used to only be night and day, and now it's split into, like, segments. It's noontime. To thank you for making breakfast, let me make lunch in return. He's terrified. He frowns at you with an expression like, are you out of your mind? I'm the male wife. I do all the cooking. Don't worry. You said there are traps outside of the house. Only you know how to get in and out normally. But also, he could just cook. You could cook while he's right there, but alright. Even if I resist you with a knife, I can't escape.
Okay.
Oh.
But I'll keep an eye on you.
He was convinced. Wait. Yeah, there's no scrolling back. Okay. My bad. If you want to catch that expression, you could always just... Anyway.
Don't try anything stupid.
I would never. Great. As for what to cook and the ingredients, well, I'm thinking a risotto. But like the broth is... okay. A bad idea flashes through your head and curiosity makes you ask, do you eat human flesh? I get the feeling he doesn't. I just get the feeling. I think it's more of a wanting to preserve things that he finds beautiful rather than a savory aspect to it.
No. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
I just use human bodies as materials for making art, and I never think about eating them.
Heard. Okay. I thought you murderers all had some degree of cannibalism. Ugh, how could you be so prejudiced?
Let's put it this way. Do you eat
I was
paint
about to say
and painting
that!
tools?
I was about to freaking make that analogy. Ugh, he beat me to it. I hate when I don't say something and then someone else says it.
Just because I kill people to use as materials to make works doesn't mean I will eat them.
He looks genuinely offended. Like, that's wild.
Also, I'm different from those who have fun committing a crime and kill purely for the sake of
Right,
killing.
you're just like Dexter. You only kill bad people.
Don't confuse me with that kind of unprincipled guy. I wouldn't do anything unless necessary. You are here only because you witnessed the crime scene.
Oh. That's a very interesting piece of information. I see. And yet our lovely protagonist never mentioned a word to me, so... After hearing this, you decide to... Why would you cook with human meat? Please, okay, please let me be right with this, because he doesn't eat... Why would he lie? He clearly doesn't care whether you... I wouldn't say he doesn't care whether you like him or not, but that's not his primary directive to, like, make sure you like him. So he'd have no reason to lie to you, because he's in control and he knows it, or at least that's the whole idea behind all of this, in my opinion. Alright. I got into a tug of war with my jacket, so let's see. Cook a common dish. Wait, I saved, right? Yes. Alright. You look at the ingredients in the refrigerator. There are eggs, tomatoes, white rice, and some curry powder on the shelf. We just had eggs. And tomatoes. Okay, I've decided. You turn on the oven and start to cook. BP watches the entire production process. That's funny. Rather than worrying about you escaping, he's more worried about you blowing up the kitchen. That looks good. Okay. Soon after, a normal curry omelet rice was served. That looks good. I would kidnap the player too. He doesn't like it? He stares at the omelet rice without saying a word. He's like, I'm vegan. Don't worry, there's no poison. Were you watching the whole process? I'm not dyslexic, but I thought she called him princess, and I'm behind it. He starts to move after you finish speaking. Hand feed me, please. He takes a spoonful of omelet rice and puts it in his mouth. Oh? He's about to wife you. You're never leaving now. You thought you were gonna leave now or before? Oh, you're really fucked. What do you think?
It's surprisingly quite delicious.
Surprisingly. Okay. I'm not insulted in the slightest. Oh my god. New screensaver. That's so cute. What's wrong?
Nothing. It's just that no one has cooked for me for a long time.
My heart. Maybe because you murder people. I can make you more if you like. That's so cute. He's blushing. You had a fairly pleasant afternoon. Day 6, late at night. These are so random with the time intervals.
Hey!
Oh, that's not him, I don't think. You're woken up. Oh, no, it is. You're woken up from your sleep by the man. He's like, I had a nightmare. Can you sleep with me? Oh, that's very close. I really like the sketchiness in the sprite. It reminds me of a pencil that I use, and I really want to know if they used the same pencil that I did. His face is close to you, and his blue sans eyes are staring at you. What's wrong? You sit up on the couch and rub your eyes.
Got to go.
Oh. I was wondering, like, does he have money? Like, did he sue the mental hospital? Does he have a job? Like...
I've noticed something unusual about the number of police cars patrolling nearby recently.
I guess I suspect him. Because he's really pale.
They must have some relevant evidence and are doubting it. It is very likely there is an ambush outside.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you're abandoning us.
It's snowing heavily outside now, and I think it's time to leave now.
So are we coming with? Are you just gonna kill us, or... Because I feel like that would make it much more believable as a lie if you're like taking your old friend with you, but at the same time it doesn't, because if you were the cop and you see this dude who you think is a serial killer leaving with the one living person, of course they're not gonna leave him there, because they could just tell them about the fact that he's a serial killer. But he said, I have to go anyway.
Come with me or not, it's your choice.
Oh, I know what I'm doing. Oh shit, they made us save automatically. I didn't do that. Okay. She's about to get real. I'm gonna go with you. What do you want me to do? Of course I have to go with you. We're married. Oh. I'm fine with I'm fine with both choices. But I need you to look me in the eyes and tell me you want me. What do you prefer me to do? You stare at his eyes.
I prefer...
Oh. He hesitates to speak and looks away, looking like he's thinking about something. Also, I really enjoy the way that they wrote this visual novel. Sometimes the writing in visual novels is just like filler or too much, but everything in here is just tight. And maybe it's because it's like based off a creepypasta, I'm pretty sure. Like obviously fan games, it's probably gonna be easier to like make a nice tight game, no filler, no like fluff. But I don't know. I just like it when it just hits the beats. There's no extra. Anyway. Oh. That was quick. Okay, if you couldn't see it, it said hold hands or do nothing. I pressed hold hands. Oh. Okay, I hope I didn't make a mistake. Your behavior makes him a little panicked, and he doesn't seem to be good at this kind of situation. I had 2 seconds, so no hate, please. Aww. You notice his ears are flushed, and this unexpected reaction makes you want to tease him a little bit. What do you prefer me to do?
I prefer...
After a moment of silence, he slowly speaks.
That you come with me.
Oh my gosh, we won him over, guys. He tries, that's adorable. Okay, he tries hard to look you in the eyes and speaks his thoughts. Wow, okay, this game made me like fangirl. I don't always, like sometimes I'm just too tongue-in-cheek, but okay, let's get ready to say I do.
We'll set off early tomorrow morning.
That's adorable. It's gonna break my heart if we like wake up and like he's like face down in the floor with like his hands cuffed behind his back. I feel like it's not gonna be a happy ending regardless, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Day 7. Oh, here we go, guys.
Follow my footsteps.
Why would you wear the mask though? I feel like it's gonna be obvious if, I like that turtleneck though. Okay. You follow the shoe prints he leaves in the snow and finally succeed in avoiding the many traps around the cabin. Oh, and that's perfect because if they try and come in, then he might like trap them. Just as you're walking through the forest, you hear movement behind you. Freeze! In the snowstorm, this is about to be a quick time event as fuck. Several policemen who are lying in ambush chase after you. You ignore them and keep running forward. Bang! Damn! A gun shoots across the sky and you feel a pain in your left calf. You're shot. Why would they shoot me though? Unless it's an accident. He turns to look at you. If you leave us, I will never forgive you, Helen. As if he's considering whether to leave you. Run. You yell at him. I'm not gonna yell. But he approaches you. Oh my god, pick us up bridal style, please. Oh. And he holds you in his arms. You feel a warmth in your forehead. Aww. He kisses your forehead. Oh my god, I ship. I ship so much. This is so cute. That's literally adorable. And like they're getting shot at. Like that's so cute. I swear if he kisses her forehead and leaves us, I'm gonna be so mad. You feel the time freeze at this moment. The kiss is almost like a goodbye. Don't leave us. Oh my god, don't leave her. Then he... You fucking bitch. Then he leaves you and runs forward, disappearing into the heavy snow. That is so sad. Oh my god. Okay, maybe it's like nonsensical, but what if they shot her to keep her from leaving? Or no, maybe they just shot her because they thought that was gonna make him stay. Oh, okay. You're later taken back to the police for questioning. You say throughout the process that you were a victim. On that note, you're not lying. You don't reveal any unnecessary details. Well, that true, but it's like you did what you had to survive. Like you're under duress. Not that the judicial system would necessarily see it that way, but that's my take on it. Since there's no relevant evidence to prove you're an accomplice, the police can only release you after a long period of interrogation. Side note, I like this music. After that, I bet he's gonna come find you. It's a nice-ass room. Oh yeah, he's definitely coming. 2 years passed. Now you live in it. This does not look like a cheap little apartment to me, but... you live an ordinary life as if what happened 2 years ago never happened. Today's Halloween, and it's in yellow, so that means we're fucked. Every household nearby has put some thought into making decorations, but for you, it's just another day at work. Oh no, not the Peter. When you return to your apartment after getting off work in the evening, the strange thing is that as soon as you open the door, you feel a gust of wind. You remember that you closed the window before going out. Just when you're about to close the window. Oh. You find a gift left by someone on the table next to the windowsill. A red rose. You don't know why, but you have a feeling that BP has been here. Every Halloween after that, you receive a rose at your residence. It's like a once-a-year greeting. Although he says nothing, the rose seems to tell everything. Although you have certain similarities, you are two people from different worlds after all. Perhaps living your own life this way is the best outcome for both of you. Damn it, I thought he was gonna like be in... Okay, wait, so there's more than one good end. So we don't get to stay with him. Maybe if we stay in the cabin, he'll like do a loop around and lead the cops into his trap and then stay with us. Alright, time to go and get the other endings. Stay. I want to stay and live a normal life. You think that this crazy journey should not go on anymore.
Okay, I understand.
Surprisingly reasonable reaction. Tell me if I'm wrong. But I'm also like, he's a bit logical. I mean, obviously killing people is not logical to most people, right? But I guess because we echoed his similarities, he could echo ours. I don't know. I don't know any serial killers. I mean, who does? But it's like, I would assume if someone tried to put a certain level of effort into understanding you, you would probably, hopefully, naturally do the same back or be more inclined to. Oh. Please don't kill us. Suddenly, his face moves closer to you. Just when he's about to touch you, the cops come. Oh, he's gonna kill us, huh? Or is he gonna kidnap us, maybe? Ooh, that's spicy. He takes a piece of cloth and covers your mouth and nose hard. After struggling hard for 2 to 3 minutes, your consciousness gradually becomes blurred. Oh, no. Oh. When you open your eyes, you're back in the basement again. You're tied to... Oh, no, baby, no. You're tied to a chair and you can't move your body. Please don't start taking off parts. You try to break free, but you fail. The rope is tied very firmly. You hear someone's footsteps getting closer to the door. Maybe it's actually the cops, though. Maybe we're lucky and he just left without us and just tied us up. Please let it be that. The door opens. Oh. He walks in slowly, holding something behind his back. He moves closer and closer until he's at your ear. You can hear his breathing and your own heartbeats. You close your eyes out of fear. He's either gonna do something really sweet to us or really bad. You can feel that he's scratching your skin softly with the back of a knife, and the cold metal stimulates your nerves. His palm is holding the back of your neck through his glove as if he's studying your face and thinking about where to cut it. Fear boils inside of you, tears filling your eyes unconsciously. Suddenly he fiercely holds up the back of your neck, forcing you to look him in the eyes. He slowly speaks with a soft tone in your ear.
If you stay here, you might reveal my information to the police.
Of course.
The risk of keeping you alive is too high.
Oh no. Ended up leaving us in the end anyway, but I guess that was just his... You proved your loyalty, but... I think we're gonna die.
But even if I say I want you to come with me, a normal person like you will leave me one day, eventually.
I mean, yeah, but you left us? Okay.
I quite like you.
Oh?
And if it's you, I would like to turn you into a work.
Fuck.
And put you somewhere. I can see you every day.
But like, aren't the cops still outside your house? You're just gonna stay there?
It's you who made me realize that I might be more selfish than I thought.
Fuck. I have never seen that red font or color choice, I guess, ever. So I wonder if we still get a chance to make things right or do different choices, but I think it's a bit late for that.
Don't worry. I'll saw your head off as material for artwork.
Yeah,
and
because
visit
that's
you every day.
That's comforting. Thank you, Helen.
Thank you for spending these few days with me. I felt quite at ease.
It's great that we're focusing on how you feel. I'm happy for you, truly.
We'll have more time to spend together in the future.
Oh. Well. The red flower flows from the neck. Oh, what the? Day 7. I thought it was over. Now, oh. Now you can neither feel or think. Everything becomes dark. Jeez. Pretty good craftsmanship. Your body and your skull are separated. He finds a new place after he takes your head and leaves the cabin. He carefully makes your head into a specimen, and your eyes are replaced with glass beads. You're made into a beautiful but also creepy doll, and he visits you often. You become his favorite work. You're with him forever in the form of art. Good end. Wow. Awesome. Favorite work. If that's a good end. I don't want to know if the bad ends. But I don't have a choice. Guys, I want to see this through. What other choices? Let's, try and leave. If you don't run away now, then when? You open the door and find a forest with heavy snow outside. Yeah, you're boned, basically. You remember why you came here. You were traveling alone. In the evening, your car hit a deer on the forest road and then stalled. Terrible luck to land here instead of, Crow's place. With no cell phone signal in the deep mountains, you walked on the road for 30 minutes till it got dark. I was thinking it might be better to stay in your car, but maybe you don't really have much of a choice. I feel like you're gonna stay warmer in your car. Well, oh no. Then you saw the lights of a cabin in the forest and decided to ask the occupants for help. That's when you witnessed that scene. You witnessed a man wearing a mask dragging a corpse into the cabin, and unfortunately, you were discovered by the man. You ran wildly on the mountain road, but the man was more familiar with the terrain than you were, and he quickly got in front of you and knocked you out. Then when you opened your eyes, you were in the underground secret room. But this time the man fell ill on the couch, and there's no one to stop you. Oh god, these are gonna be bad traps. You cross the gate with confidence, but after you only take a few steps, a sharp pain hits your calf, and you look down at the blood-red stain in the snow. Just now, you realize there are a lot of bear traps placed around the cabin, and it was difficult for you to identify them because they were covered by the snow. Oh, please don't get her hands. The unstoppable pain makes you fall forwards to the snow in front of you. As more bear traps are triggered, you're no longer you. You're an unrecognizable piece of flesh. The snow is dyed even brighter red, and you can only wait for the wolves to eat up your remains. Bad ends 6. There's 6 bad endings? So it said 4-2 for the good ends. This says bad ends 6. So are there 4? Okay. I'm assuming, this would be my guess, that there's 4 good ends, and for each of those, there's 2 variants, because it said good end 4-2, and then the other one. Okay. The rest of the endings. I'm gonna roll it from the beginning. Just try and we did the investigation. Tra-la-la, mattress, it does absolutely nothing. The door, the meal. Let's be brats and knock it over. Wait, can I do that? Okay, and the investigation. Yes. How about we'll knock over the meal first? Let's listen. Nothing happens. Okay, knock over the meal. I don't know which one we should do first. Let's knock over the meal. I don't think it'll be that loud. Yeah. You make the room messy and dirty with food. Oh yeah, because he's very clean. He's like a clean freak. Yell for help. Nobody answers. Okay, I don't think it matters how many times I do it. Keep listening, and we'll sleep. You lay on the bed. You try to sleep. Oh, he opened the door. You open your eyes after hearing some noises. He's gonna be pissed. A tall man wearing a mask is squatting on the ground and look at you with his head tilted. He looks extremely displeased. You notice the mop and bucket he brought with him. Who are you? Why did you abduct me? Also, his eye isn't showing anymore. He starts to clean up, ignoring your questions. After a while, the dirty room became clean. And he doesn't forget to spray alcohol everywhere to disinfect when he's done. Oh. Day 2, morning. Oh, there is no food, no tray, nothing. He's like, fuck you. The first day passed. You feel very hungry. There's been no food or water sent in here since yesterday. Sometimes when you're so hungry that your stomach hurts, you can only use your arms to press your stomach hard to relieve the pain. Day 3, night. Yeah, he's just gonna starve, I guess. Third day passed. There's a chill in your limbs and you can't muster any strength in your hands and feet. You need to replenish calories to maintain bodily functions, or else you'll faint. Day 7. Oh, you're dead. A week passed. You're lying on the bed in a daze with only one breath left. In a trance, you hear the sounds of the heavy gates being opened one by one. And then it's the footsteps getting closer to you. You feel that your body is in the air. It seems like someone has picked you up. You think it would be great if the police come in to rescue. The possibility makes you fall asleep in peace, never to wake up. But you never wake up again. Bad ending, 6-1. Messy's unacceptable. So we got 6-6. We got 6-1. We'll just speedrun this real quick. Tra-la-la, tra-la-la-la. And the investigation, yes. Let's just yell for help and then sleep. Yes. I don't know if it makes a difference yelling or not. Oh, okay. I wasn't trying to skip that time. No.
The freezer is full in 7 days. There won't be space, and if you die now, you'll rot.
Day 1, night. Still have bread. The door. We'll just sleep, I guess, because there's nothing we can do with the mail. I don't even know why it's there. Okay. Try to improve your survival rate. Investigate. Door. Let's yell for help. Oh. Same thing. You find everything. Let's do fuck. What the hell are this? So disgusting. Okay, I'm gonna take a break, guys. But if this ends up being the last of the clips... Oh. Oh!
The last thing I welcome is an uneducated person like you.
Oh! You die if, if you think it's disgusting. Oh, that's nice. 6-2. You're not even good enough to be material. Alright, guys. That was Bloody Painter Dating Sim. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time.